How have you found your first bit of time here?
No, settling quite well. I think the family loves it. We've got a nice spacious house. Been to the beaches a few times. So yeah.
Yeah.
Loving it, but the guy said he doesn't get to enjoy too much. Huh?
Yes.
Not gonna last long.
No, keep it. Was it what you expected? You've only been a little bit, but why did you join the Scarlets? What was the thinking behind it?
No, I think the club. I love the culture of the club. Things are happening in the club. We've seen the past 3 odd years. They've been in the playoffs, won the Pro 12 back then. So I think we can take it a step further the next season.
Was it a big decision for you to move to Wales?
It was an extra big decision for me. I've been here a couple of times, a few times already with international and with the Cheetahs already, so I knew what to expect, more or less. I think my wife didn't know what to expect, it wasn't a big move. It was always part of the planning in the future for me and for my family, so happy.
Yeah. What do you think you can bring to the Scarlet side?
No, I think I've got my own skill set, and I like to refer to myself as a ball player more than a rugby player. If they play the same brand as, more or less the same brand as what I'm used to, so I'm not going to adapt my game too much. So yeah, I'll fit in quite well.
Yeah. In terms of the South African sides last year, how did you enjoy the Pro 14 experience?
It was wonderful. I love the competition. I think it's something new for the boys. And the traveling is not too exhausting and too taxing on the body. And it's a challenging competition. I think it's right up there with Super Rugby, and it's quite close to your test match environment. So yeah, I loved every minute of it.
In terms of the South African sides this year, how do you think they'll go in the second season?
I think they've learned the lessons last year, and they know more or less what to expect this coming season. So I think they'll be better prepared. I think they'll strengthen their squads more. And yeah, I think a team like the Kings, you can't just take it for granted. I think the coming season, and they'll bring their own game plan more or less to the competition.
Do you see more teams coming in the future, South African teams, that benefit both sets, do you think?
I heard there's rumours and stuff. People said, I'm talking about it, but I don't read into that too much. But I think it's a great competition. I think it's the way forward, maybe. As what I've seen this past year with Super Rugby, the numbers the stadiums are getting empty and emptier, even with big teams playing. So yeah, I think there's a possibility.
In terms of the Scarlets, last couple of years, they've been great at sort of international players, rekindling their international people like John Barkley, someone like Tag Byrne, who's been put on the map and is now in the Irish squad. In terms of yourself, and with South Africa bringing players who are over here back home to play with the new management, your international career, how do you view that now?
Yeah, I think obviously everybody has a desire to play for the country and to represent the country on the international stage. But for now, for me, it's just to get back on the field and play as good as I can for the Scarlets, and for the Scarlets to just be better and better every week.
Did you speak to Razi at all? Razi Erasmus?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
I mean, obviously he's had a big impact that first series against England, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see South African rugby coming back on the rise ahead of the world?
Yeah, I think it's almost African rugby. It's almost like a boomerang, you know.
Yeah.
When you throw a boomerang, it goes far away from you up until you don't see it. Yeah. But eventually it must come back.
Yeah.
So I think it's coming back now. It's coming back. It's on the way. They're on the rise.
Yeah. And you mentioned Super 50, the Super Rugby. Did that surprise you that the Pro 14 was a similar standard? Before you went into the tournament, did you expect it to be of a lower standard, Super Rugby?
I actually didn't expect it to be of a lower standard, because I saw the competition grow, and I saw a couple of games and watched a couple of games and stuff. I could actually see that although it's a little bit slower than Super Rugby, it's more physical. and that's a side that you can relate to your test mates and your international stage. Yes.
Yeah, and the challenge for South African sides, obviously he was strong in Bloemfontein last year. Is it winning on the road or winning away from home?
I think they've got the best of both worlds.
Right.
Because when you go play there, they play the running game.
Yeah.
And they can move the ball around.
Yeah.
And the same for the sides of the Northern Hemisphere that go play that side. They've got a chance to just play and put their skills on the field that side. And when you come this side, you need to adapt your game a little bit, because of the weather conditions. But you need to play your game whether it's soaking wet, raining, snowing, windy, sunny. Yeah.
Growing up, was it always rugby for you? Was it always rugby player?
Actually, it's quite a story. No, no, not yet. Rugby was just a game I played.
Right.
Of course, I loved it. Didn't make any age group provincial teams, nothing whatsoever, up until I got my first break, I think at 21 years old. And that's when things kind of started to happen. Never ever thought, it was just a dream of something I heard. It wasn't even a dream to play for the Springboks. It was something I heard. I knew there's Springboks and there's international rugby. Yeah. But I never saw myself as an international player. And up until 21, not even then I thought of, like, I'm going to represent my country and stuff. And as time goes by, and I actually realized that, you know what, I've got the potential, and my self-worth has grown over the years up until making my debut.
Yeah. So did you play other sports, or was it just?
No, it was soccer before that. Yeah. Play a bit of soccer, yes. Yeah. Before that.
So it wasn't a case of choosing one or the other.
No, just
rugby. Was the team,
If I miss a Sunday.
Yeah, it's fine, mate.
So obviously, there's Scarlet fans have always argued that they haven't had a proper ball carrying number 8 for since Ben Morgan. He left 2012, before that, for about 5-6 years. Are you the number 8 that can get them over the gain line, when the weather's bad and they just need go forward? Are you that type of player?
Like I've said at the beginning, I'm a ball player, so I adapt my game on how the game goes. I make a summary within the first 5 minutes on how the game is going to go. If it's a loose game, you will see me running, showcasing my skill set. If it's a tight game, your championship games against maybe a French team or Leinster or something, in soaking conditions, and as you know, and then you can see the tight 5 needs a little bit of help. I'll go in and do the hard, nitty-gritty stuff. Go to the dark places where everyone likes to go. Get stuck in,
And do you prefer playing blindside flank or number 8? What's your preferred?
I've actually grown into the position now, so I've learned to love number 8 more than I'm blindside. But I'm at home equally. If you pick me blindside, I can do your job there. I can do the job. But I've learned to love 8 more. I've learned to love number 8. I've actually played number 8 all my school days, right through club rugby up until 21 when I got my first break, and then they shifted me to blindside. So now I enjoy every minute of playing number 8. I think because I like the linking game. And to showcase my skill set more between backs and forwards. So.
And obviously, as you said, Scarlets play similar to the Cheetahs and many Super Rugby sides. Was that one of the main motivations for choosing Scarlets over other teams? Yeah,
I think that's also a factor that played a factor, because I don't want to adapt my game that much. I don't want to feel uncomfortable. Go to a place and feel uncomfortable of what I need to do and what is expected of me. So I'm very comfortable. I'm at easier, and I can't wait to start.
And obviously, you're probably replacing John Barkley. I mean, he was a big fan's favourite, probably a different type of player to you, but he had a big impact. Do you feel that pressure to sort of, live up to his sort of...
No. Like, John Barkley he's a great player. I respect him a lot, but he's John Barkley. I'm Uzair Cassiem, so I'm going to bring my own skill set to the game and my own way to manipulate where I can.
So how did you find the game out here in that playoff game at the end of the season?
I think Scarlets have done their homework quite nicely because they starved us from ball. Yeah, they really starved us from ball. They've done their homework. They've starved us from ball. I think we only had the ball in the last 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah.
For the whole occasion, the fans coming out.
I think it was electric. Yeah, and to see how the fans stand behind the team and just Scarlets always just red. You know what I mean? But the support is here. Is very close to the team. You can see it's very close to the team. Yeah, and I love that. It's almost the same like where I come from, you know. So you can't you feel the pressure of not of letting them down, playing here. No, yeah.
So when you made the decision, were there other options? I mean, there was talk of possibly a move to France with yourself or anything like that. Was there any other options as well as the Scarlets?
There were a few, in France and stuff. But like I just said now, I didn't want to adapt my game too much, and I want to feel comfortable of what I'm doing because that's what I'm about, serving my fellow teammates and my coaches. And I think, and I know I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy here. I already feel happy. I feel welcomed and everything. So I'm happy.
And of course, you got the future Wales coach coaching you as well.
Yeah, yes, unlucky for me. I've already made my most primo debut. No, happy for him. Happy days for him. I think it's positive for the club. Yeah, and great recognition for the club. And he's a great coach. What he's done over the past 4 or 5 years has been amazing.
Are there any Scarlet players or any of the forwards that you've, when you were in South Africa, that you admired from afar? Any players you're really excited about?
Yes. Actually, I admired what's the one flanker's name, Martin Williams.
Yeah.
I love the game he played. Loved him to bits. Yeah, Martin Williams.
And obviously in Europe, you've got Leicester, Ulster and Racing, French club. Obviously they've got massive packs of forwards. Do you think that, I know you've only been here a matter of weeks, but do you think the pack that Scarlets have got can match them physically? Yeah,
I think all the teams in the group are tough teams and they bring their own game to the competition. Scarlets pack is very mobile. I think we will be able to move them, and we're working hard on our set pieces and everything, and we will come championship. We'll be ready. Yeah.
Are you living locally? You see? Are you internationally or?
Okay, let me just think now. No, I'm living in Swansea.
Right. Okay.
I think it's the outskirts. I can say so. It's the outskirts of Swansea. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're quite close.
Yeah, I'm quite close. Yeah. So it's easy drive. I think 8 minutes.
Yeah.
With no traffic. So happy days.
Good. But in terms of the welcome you've had off the field as well.
Oh yeah, yes. I actually thought people wouldn't know me at all.
Yeah.
I think the first day I came in, when I came over, we went to do some groceries, and there was probably 4 or 5 people welcoming me. Yeah. Told me they're looking forward and excited for me.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Yeah.
Was that a surprise?
It was extra surprise. Yeah.
Did you get that back home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that similar?
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah.
Because the Springboks, I suppose, are put on a pedestal.
Yeah. I think South Africa is very, very fond of their rugby. Yeah, big rugby nation. Yeah, they've got. I don't actually know the stats of how many players they have, but they've got loads of players. And as you know, rugby have united the country and the nation. So and that's why the fans are so passionate about rugby, and what all the losses brought to the game. But they are back up now.
Yeah. Who were your idols when you were growing up? Rugby idols?
George Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, George Smith was my everything. Yeah. George Smith. He was the one. Yeah, since a little boy, loved him.
said earlier that in Super Rugby, the South African crowds are down even when they're playing big teams. When I speak to the South Africans, they seem to not like Super Rugby anymore. Why such apathy towards it? What's gone wrong?
Yes, I think the competition is too long now. It's a lot of teams. So we've gone to 18 teams and stuff. So they take the competition between the teams, they take it away.
Yeah.
I think if you make it smaller, there's more competition. We've got like half greater matches and stronger teams. And so squads will obviously be stronger. We've got less teams in the competition. Like when South Africa had, I think, 4.
Yeah.
They actually played some nice, good rugby. And same with Australia. When they had 3 teams, they were quite strong. I think, yeah.
If it does happen, then that 2 extra teams come in South African teams come into Pro 14. We don't know that yet, but if it does happen, do you see more of the best South African players playing for the South African teams in Pro 14 or 16 because of the reasons you said?
No, I think there's got to be a more of a driving force because of the competition itself, and I think like rugby players like to test themselves, test the limits, and it's going to be new boundaries. It's new boundaries, and that's what I've loved of the competition. It's a new environment, new players that you play against, and everything. And like if you play in Pro 14, you're going to play against probably every week in, week out, you're going to play against teams with 7, 8, 6 internationals, and then that brings competition.
Good stuff.